Food drives are an essential part of the American system, giving back to communities in need and helping those who need it most in what every common citizen should strive for. Food drives do just this. By giving out food, clothes, and essentials to those in need, it shows how wonderful we as a people can be. The food drive I will be talking about today is one that I have personally worked for many times for many years of my local town, Miller, Missouri. It is called the Miller Food Drive. Every year, once a month, they do a food drive that gives out free food, clothing, and care packages to anyone in need with a very good organization system. Access of West Michigan states that food drives increase the supply of high supply needs such as soup, peanut butter, tuna, canned fruits and vegetables, and personal care items. Food drives increase the donor pool, and often connections are made between the donor and the organization. Serving the hungry, food drive donations can save pantries thousands of dollars every year and can save the citizens. Without food drives, there would be little to no support for those in need and essentials that every human being deserves. Food drives help support and build up communities in the world and show true support to those who need it the most. FSL states that food pantries and food banks are life-changing, life-saving organizations for the millions of people who face hunger every day. Government benefits do not always cover the rising cost of food, and many families or individuals who are unable to afford food regularly do not qualify for public assistance. Many families and citizens cannot get food stamps, WICs, or any other kind of public government organizational help. The ones who need it the most normally cannot get it. These food drives and food banks can help stop that and reverse that and show true support to those who need it the most. Food drives like the Miller Food Drive give back to their communities and help those who need it the most in the world. Without the systems they use, there would be zero organization and foundation used to help support the needy in the community. The Miller Food Drive supports anyone in need, not just its own citizens, but anybody in need who comes and signs up. United Way states that donating food actually helps serve two purposes for bettering communities, though one is less obvious than the other. Aside from the immediate benefits to the members of our communities, the planet benefits greatly as well. The less unspoiled food that gets thrown out and wasted, the less unspoiled food that is sent to a landfill where it ultimately goes to waste. So instead of just throwing away the foods that we don't use, there's greater purposes in the world that we can use them for, and it can help support and build up our communities once again. Food drives like the Miller Food Drive can raise awareness about poverty and the need to advocate for the poor. Educational efforts can be tied into the food collections to provide holistic ministry so people from a wide range of ages, neighborhoods, churches, schools, and businesses all work together for a common cause, one that is more important than just themselves. And they can all get acquainted and become friends in their own communities. The food drive is a very important thing in this world. The Miller Food Drive is a very strong and very selfless organization in the Miller community. For years, they have given back to those in need, and as long as we continue to support food drives like the Miller Food Drive, they will continue to give back and help those who need it most. If we don't support these food drives, our communities, peoples, and even Earth health will begin to decline. Please give back to your communities. Please work for the food drives and donate any food you don't use, because if you don't, you're just hurting those around you and wasting the food. Please give back, and please help those in need.